What's up guys, Phoenix here. This video is going to be another new Yu-Gi-Oh card review / discussion type video. I know I've been doing quite a lot of these recently, but I really just like talking about these new cards that are going to be coming out in the game. Regardless of when we actually end up getting them, it's definitely healthy to go ahead and start discussing these types of things. But anyway, this is a new card that is going to be coming out in a pack in the OCG in the next few months. I'm not sure exactly when the pack comes out. It's going to be coming out in the special pack, Winged Raiders or Winged Raptors. I can't remember what the exact name is. Winged Raptors sounds a bit better. I can't remember the name off the top of my head because I know I read it, but it was like a few hours ago. But it's SPWR. So it's one of those. It's either Winged Raiders or Winged Raptors, and Winged Raptors just sounds more logical to me, so we'll go with that. But anyway, this card is an insanely powerful card in terms of, in a vacuum, what it is capable of doing. And it is a new rank up magic spell card, specifically for Raid Raptors, and any deck that can splash a Raid Raptor Xyz monster into it, in theory. But anyway, the card in question is Rank Up Magic Soul Shave Force. It is a normal spell card. Pay half your life points, then target one Raid Raptor Xyz monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. Immediately after this effect resolves, Xyz summon one Xyz monster from your extra deck that is 2 ranks higher by using that target as the Xyz material. So, in pure vacuum theory land that I like to live in most of the time, bring back 4 Strix, put a rank 6 on top of it. Seems insane, right? This card is essentially if you took a Hero Lives, Xyz Reborn, and a Rank Up Magic card and all combined them into one strange anomaly of an amalgamation. And this card's theoretical power level in terms of what it's capable of doing is absolutely ludicrous. In theory, this card can allow you with the Raid Raptor deck to access every single Xyz monster from rank 5 to 8 currently, and theoretically even higher, because there will be a rank 8 Raid Raptor Xyz monster in the future, because there will be one debuting in the Arc 5 anime sometime soon. It may have even been this week's episode. So in theory, if we take that into consideration, this card is definitely meant to access that card, but then additional copies of this card could be used to access as high as rank 10 with the Raid Raptor deck. And I say rank 5 to rank 10 because in theory you could run the rank 3 Raid Raptor Xyz and upgrade that into a 5. Obviously, 4 Strix and Rise Falcon go to a 6, Blaze Falcon goes to a 7, Revolution Falcon goes to an 8, and then the 8 could go to a 10. Clearly. But this card has a huge pool of monsters that it can pull from, and you're never going to actually be paying too hefty of a cost with this, although you could say paying half your life points is a hefty cost. But as we've seen in the past, in terms of the game's history, with cards like Soul Charge, even currently with Instant Fusion, and the Clown cards, is that life points are not really a resource. We are playing cards like Upstart Goblin and giving our opponents life points back. Life points are 100% not a resource. And as long as you're only paying half, you will never run out. You can pay half as many times as you wish, and you will never run out of life points, and you only need 1 to win. That is the most crucial day 1 duelist rule of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that you only ever need 1 life point to live. As long as it doesn't hit 0, you can't lose, outside of alternate win conditions, but that's irrelevant to the point. Paying half your life, you'll always be able to afford this card, and there's no restriction on how many times you can activate a copy of this card per turn. There's no restriction on whether or not you have to control no monsters or not. You can literally just play this card whenever, pay half your life, and do the appropriate action. And the thing is about this card is that it allows you to bring a 4 Strix back from the graveyard and access a Cyber Dragon Infinity, which currently the OCG has banned Tolmaeus, and currently very few decks can actually access Cyber Dragon Infinity because Tolmaeus is banned. Pretty much any deck that can run level 5 machines is the only deck that's able to access Cyber Dragon Infinity. But now Raid Raptors can access that card yet again through this incredibly powerful rank up magic card. The fact that it brings the material back from the graveyard is absolutely insane. I don't care how much life you're having to pay. Half, 3k, I don't care. You're bringing back the monster from the graveyard and then overlaying on top of it, and it doesn't matter what the restriction of the monster that you're trying to summon is. You could put an Atum on top of a 4 Strix, because you're not actually C-summoning the monster. You're not actually trying to combine 2 monsters into an overlay and put Atum on top of it that would require 2 level 6 dragons. No. you could just put an Atum on top of a 4-Strix randomly if you wanted to, and that gives you access to anything else. There are a lot of different deck amalgamations that could happen. You could literally, and 4-Strix is generic if you wanted to, you could make a 4-Strix somehow in Dragonides, detach a material, search Zephyros, and then, like, if it dies, scrap dragon it away. I don't know. This is completely off the seat of my pants. Use this, bring it back, put an Atom on top of it, and then go from there. There are a lot of different things you can do with this card. Although, very few of them will actually probably be something that molds the meta into something. People splashing Raid Raptor cards into extra decks to gain access into this card doesn't seem like it's going to be ideal in any sense of the imagination. But the Raid Raptor deck itself is going to get a huge boost from this card, because this card is an insane recovery card, and it allows you to access a lot of those harder to get into ranks. Like, summoning Revolution Falcon in the Raid Raptor deck at the current point in time was really hard to do, but now, and Revolution Falcon has an amazing effect for clearing boards and being a comeback card, but now this card allows you to easily access it, and that's something I do really like about this card. I really like this card in general, and I'm really kind of glad that it's not just a 100% generic rank-up Magic card, to be completely honest, because if it was, then this would be, like, absolutely insane, and it would be absolutely asinine. But overall, I really like this card's design in terms of the price it makes you pay, but life points aren't a resource, and that is something you have to factor in. Now, of course, you could say, it puts you closer to losing. Yes, but the cards you're going to be summoning with this are cards like Revolution Falcon to go for game shots. You're going to be doing Cyber Dragon Infinity to lock your opponent out of the game. You're going to be doing things like that. So overall, that argument holds very little water. But anyway, that's enough of me talking about this card. I haven't really done a lot of research into what this card could potentially do. All I know is that it opens up your accessibility in Raid Raptors to literally every Xyz monster between rank 5 and rank 8, and then some rank 10s, utilizing the new rank 8 Raid Raptor that will be coming out in the future if it actually gets printed as a card. Right now, I know it's just something in the anime. But that is going to be it for me talking about this video. I want to know what you guys think about this card in the description. Not the description. Why do I keep saying description? In the comments down below. Comment, rate, subscribe, do those appropriate things with the video. Like the video, give it a thumbs up if you like the content I've been producing and want to support my channel's growth now as well in the future. If you want to talk to me, there are Facebook links in the description. Those are going to be your most likely ways of getting in touch with me. Just to let you know, clicking that if you have not, I'd greatly appreciate it. It helps make money, and there's no reason to lie to you guys about that. But I would not be offended nor take it personally if you decide not to do so. Just know that it helps me out immensely if you decided to do so. But let me know if you want me to continue covering new OCG cards like this. I'm definitely 100% a fan of making these types of videos because I really just like the sound of my own voice. I don't know why. I think that's narcissism or something like that. I don't know. I just like talking about things that I feel like I have an opinion on. It's just one of those things that I typically like to do. But yeah, as usual, let me know down below if you guys like this type of video. If not, I'm more than willing to stop doing them, but I'd rather continue simply because I like discussion and like stimulating some sort of conversation and things like that nature, as long as you're not trying to be a dick and try to get me to be a dick as well. But that is all for this video, and as always, guys, take care.